Hello, in this video, I want to prove that 1 plus 1 is equal to 3. Yes, the truth is that 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, but if I can prove that 1 plus 1 is equal to 3, that means there is a mistake mathematically along the way, okay? So all I want you to do is to check while I'm solving that particular point to feel that no, this is not what I supposed to solve there, okay? Just pick that out and tell us in the comment section. Now let's have fun together. Now the truth is that 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So if I'm able to prove that 2 is equal to 3, that means that 1 plus 1 is equal to 3, right? Okay, so I'm going to start with 2. So 2 is equal to 2 minus 5 over 2 plus 5 over 2. Yes, because minus 5 over 2 plus 5 over 2 will give me 0. So this is same thing as 2 minus 0. I've not changed anything, okay? Now I have that 2 is equal to 2 minus 5 over 2. I want to consider this as a term plus 5 over 2. All right, I want us to recollect or to remember that square root of a squared is equal to a, right? Yes, square root of a squared is equal to a, because this we cancel this and we have a back. All right, if that is the truth, then it is right for me to write that 2 is equal to the square root of 2 minus 5 over 2 squared plus 5 over 2. Okay, all right, now 2 is equal to the square root of, now this is same thing as 2 minus 5 over 2 multiplied by 2 minus 5 over 2, okay, plus 5 over 2. All right, now let us continue. Sorry, I want to have a straight line if possible. Okay, now let's go ahead and expand the bracket. So we have that 2 is equal to the square root of, now 2 we multiply 2, right? So I'm going to use this bracket to open this bracket, and this is same thing as writing 2 multiplied by 2 minus 5 over 2, right? 2 minus 5 over 2, then minus 5 over 2 minus 5 over 2 multiplied by this as well, multiplied by 2 minus 5 over 2. All right, plus 5 over 2. Okay, now we have 2 is equal to the square root, 2 times 2, right? 2 multiplied by 2, then 2 times minus 5 over 2, right? Then minus, because of this minus sign, 2 multiplied by 5 over 2. Okay, now to this side the same thing, this will be minus this times this thing, the same thing as 2 brackets 5 over 2, right? Minus 2 times 5 over 2. Now minus this times this, right? Then minus minus will give us plus, so it's still going to be the same thing as plus 5 over 2 squared. We have the same thing, right? All right, plus 5 over 2. Now if this is the first time you are coming across this channel, please click on the subscription button, turn on your notification bell, very important, yes, so that you don't miss our amazing videos. So turn on your notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a new video. Thank you very much. Now let's continue. So 2 is equal to the square root of 2 times 2 will give us 4. Then this we cancel this, right? So we have minus 5 remaining. This we cancel this. We have another minus 5 remaining. Then plus 5 squared will give us 25. Divided by 2 squared will give us 4. Okay? Plus 5 over 2. All right. 2 is equal to the square root of 4 minus 5 will give us minus 1, and minus 1 minus 5 will give us minus 6. So we have minus 6 plus 25 divided by 4, okay, then plus 5 divided by 2. All right, now 2 is equal to the square root of, now I want to add this to this, so I want them to have the same base. So it's going to be 1 times 4, which will give me 4, and minus 6 times 4, which will give me minus 24, okay, plus 25 over 24, sorry, 25 over 4, all right, then plus 5 over 2. Okay, permit me to clean this, we don't need them right now. All right, so we go ahead and solve this. So we have 2 is equal to the square root of, now the LCM is 4, so we can just pick 4 since we have the same denominator, just pick 4. Now 25 minus 24 will give us 1, okay, so that is 1 over 4 plus 5 over 2, plus 5 over 2, okay. Now 2 is equal to square root of 1 divided by square root of 4 plus 5 divided by 2. 2 is equal to square root of 1 will give us 1. So we have 1, and square root of 4 will give us 2 plus 5 over 2. Are you seeing anything? Now 2 is equal to, we have the same base, which is 2. 1 plus 5 will give us 6. So 2 is equal to, when 2 divide itself 1, if we divide 6, we have 3. So this is 3 over 1. So this simply means that 2 is equal to 3. But recall that 2 is equal to 1 plus 1, right? Therefore, we are going to replace this 2 with 1 plus 1. So we can say that 1 plus 1 is equal to 3. So pick out that place you feel that the mistake is. I would like you to tell me that in the comment section. Have a lovely day, and please give us a thumbs up if you actually enjoyed this video.